Hello everybody, I'm Nick, and have you ever wondered if you should be storing a static class instance and using that, or use a singleton from a performance standpoint? Well, this person on Reddit did. Is there any performance advantage on caching a static instance compared to using the instance, which we can see is a singleton, and calling that directly? Well, the answer might surprise you, because what I have here is a traditional singleton, and it's not the sort of fake singleton we're using in the C# dependency injection container. No, this is a real class that can only be instantiated exactly once in the entire lifetime of application. No matter what you do, a singleton looks like this, so you have a static sort of instance of that class internally, which is not instantiated, and the first time you request that instance, it is checked for whether it is null or not. If it is not null, you get the value back. If it is null, then you instantiate the instance over here, you set it with this slick operator, and then you just return the instance for any other request. Now, as we can see in this context, this is used in gaming. This is using mono behavior, which is like a Unity thing, and it really matters in games to be very, very performant. It actually makes a very impactful and meaningful difference in your frame rate and many other things. So this is a very valid question. And again, this depends heavily on the type of software you're writing, but this is sort of what you can potentially do, which is you can cache an instance of that manager, or you can even have it as static. But in this context, we are assuming this behavior or this example class will be created only once, and then we instantiate the manager over here by getting the value of the instance of that singleton. Now, to first clear any performance worries on a very high level, what I did is I went ahead and I made a benchmark. So here we just get the singleton itself, and we get ultimately just a random number back. And then over here we have a cached instance of that singleton, and we call that method directly. So here we just store it once, here we access it, and we return. And you might be able to sort of see where this is going, but what I'm going to do is just comment this out, and then I'm going to say benchmark runner. I'm gonna get that benchmark class over here. Jesus, I can't type to save my life. Here we go. It's in release mode, and I'm gonna say run, and let's see on a very high level how the two perform. And once this is back, I'm gonna explain exactly why you see what you're about to see. Okay, so results are back, and if you said that the static class would be faster, then you would be right. Calling that cached value, of course it's going to be faster. Now again, it's in a nanosecond, almost immeasurable level, but it is measurable. There is a difference. It's not a big one. It's not gonna make any difference even in gaming, but it exists. If this was a Naughty Dog game, they would be using it to improve performance. So is there a difference? Yes. Why is there a difference? Because a getter over here in this property is ultimately just another method call. And as it is a method call and it has an if check for nullability, yeah, it's a small thing, but it is here. So you're going to definitely see it. Now, does this mean that you should approach it that way everywhere? Absolutely not. And why is that? Because the most important thing of a singleton is actually its initial setup. Whatever happens in this constructor or any custom initialized method that the singleton might have. Singletons, especially in gaming, are effectively there to load and cache a lot of data related to the game to then be reused everywhere else, especially managers of any kind. And I know this because I started in programming many years ago by building game server emulators. And we would always load tons of data ahead of time from config files and other data areas, store them in here, and we had a big game server.load call that all that would happen with the beginning, and only after we read and initialize all the singletons, all the managers effectively, then the program could go ahead and the server would start for people to start logging in. So that is where the difference could happen, because even in this benchmark, this instance will only need to be initialized once in the beginning. So this very first call, and even this call over here, can be many seconds long. And if this is very critical for your system, that this singleton has all the data and all the work loaded ahead of time, you absolutely on startup on your program.cs should load all the data and then go your merry way and start using this syntax everywhere. Does the half nanosecond matter in this context? No, it really doesn't. It's not really gonna make any difference that you're gonna measure. So don't worry about it. And for 99.9999% of everyone out there, just use the singleton. And let's be honest, in today's day and age, you're probably using a dependency injection framework and storing the singletons there, which means they're not necessarily a singleton on the class level itself, but through the container they are. And that adds its own overhead if it's not source generated. So there's tons of performance concerns there, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. I do, however, want, out of curiosity, to see if I missed something. So let's go straight to the comments to see what we have. So this is sort of a micro optimization. It's probably not worth worrying about. And the answer is probably based on context. 100% this. That's ultimately what the right answer is. Yes, there is a difference. It is a micro optimization. It's not worth your time. Here, no game. In the first case, you're accessing a pointer for a local value. In the second case, from a global variable. No, this is not quite the same. The way you access the data on the heap, even though it is a heap access, is not the same. Not all of them are treated equal. There are always jumps the more layers you add, so you have to be careful. There's one comment here downvoted. Actually, instance, there is a singleton in Unity, so it's probably 99% of the time. That means it's actually a function call. Okay, yeah, I mean, we kind of saw that. So this looks like Unity. Yeah, it is Unity. Seems like there could be difference optimization between the regular .NET runtime and whatever Unity uses. Yeah, Mono or IL to CPP, so converting IL code to C++, that's a thing you can do. And that being said, I'd imagine the difference being negligible. Yes, as we saw on the benchmark, it is. And again, this isn't really caching. Caching means there is some value somewhere that gets recomputed. Manager.instance does not get recomputed. Yeah, but the things inside the manager class could get recomputed if it wasn't a singleton. So this is a bit of a nitpicky comment, and again, I doubt there's a difference. So everyone is ultimately on the same page, but this is the best, like, goddamn, benchmark it. Just take the code down, put it in a console app, slap benchmark.net, write the benchmark, and then see what happens. And here you go. Okay, the person is a beginner. How do the benchmark stuff? You watch my videos and you subscribe to see more videos. Also, this is the best comment in this entire thing. There are other things to worry about when making games. Absolutely. I mean, look, there could absolutely be an issue here if this instance.do something needs some work to be done from that constructor, because if there is, the player is about to have a very, very bad time, especially depending on how much work you put in that constructor. Your screen can basically lock, your game can freeze, you're gonna get a program is not responding circle for several seconds depending on the workload. So it doesn't necessarily matter from a performance standpoint, but it definitely does from the game server angle. And this could be the same with an API and anything else, a desktop app or a mobile app. These are things you have to take into account. These things need to be taken care of on startup. You need to initialize them, and then you need to use them. I think this becomes less of a relevant thing and more of a forgotten art on how to optimize by preloading things. Games do this all the time. But ultimately, this is all nitpicking on the nitpick. Yeah, it has some functional aspects you need to worry about. Performance, no. But now I wonder from you, have you ever worried about like this? And do you even use singletons like this anymore? And if you do you introduce any locking or double locking here? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Well, that's all I had for you for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, keep coding.